Oh, really enjoying it. Thank you very much. Thank you for having us, and it's really a pleasure to be here today. It's great to see everybody's faces after 2 years, and we're just picking up where we left off. STMicroelectronics, we've been around for a very long time. We're a $10 billion company. We're very well established in the automotive industry. And then for our imaging division, we've been doing image sensors actually since 1999. Not too many people are aware of that. So we have a long experience. We are over 800 people strong. And here in Detroit, we're actually building up an imaging team and an imaging lab to support the automotive customers. And of course, in Santa Clara, California, we have a much more well-established and team as well too, and lab as well too. Yeah, so actually, and just a little bit about our products. Our imaging products are not just image sensors, which we're becoming well known for, but we also make direct and indirect time-of-flight sensors and ambient light sensors as well too, not just for automotive, but for consumer markets as well too. Yeah, thank you. That's actually it's a really great sensor, and it's really for the next generation of driver monitoring systems where it's a standalone camera doing driver monitoring by itself. And we have some great features and benefits, but really there's two that really stand out. The first one is that it'll greatly reduce the amount of power that's required on the LEDs. So you literally can, if you compare it to systems that are on the road today, cut your number of LEDs in half and the amount of LED power by 1/10. So that's a lot less energy that's going into the eye, which is the second benefit for the end user, is that it's much more eye safe. Yeah, that's actually a very relevant question because we're finding literally hundreds of people that are new to automotive imaging here in the automotive market, right here in Detroit, especially at the car maker level. So it's not just the engineers making the cameras that need to know something about the image sensors. It's also like the cost estimators, the feature owners, the software writers. So there's actually a lot of people to educate on image sensors. And so as I mentioned, we are building up a imaging team and an imaging lab here in Detroit. So we are fully set up now. We can do basic image sensor training, just basic fundamental theories of image sensors, and then we can go into more product training, and then we can talk about system architecture, how all the pieces come together, and we can then get you evaluation kits so you can start doing some of your own image tuning. By the time we're done with you, we can make you a black belt in imaging, really. Yeah, so right here, this sensor here is our VB56G4A. This has the nickname of Fox Auto. It's really more known than it is the part number. So this is a 1.5 megapixel imager. It's based on 3D stack technology and is a BSI global shutter. So this 3D stack technology is something that we're really reaping the benefits from today. We made this investment a couple years ago in our fabs, and it's coming out today, and it really hit a sweet spot for driver monitoring systems. So really the key advantage to these, again, is reduction of power. You can really reduce the number of LEDs. You can reduce the system price. It's really a win-win situation for consumers. It's a win for the consumer in that it's a better user experience. It's less near-infrared. It's better infrared safety, right? Less near-infrared power in the eye, 1/10 of what's on the road today. So there's wellness issues that have to be considered there as well too. And so we can help solve that problem. It's a win for the car maker since it's much easier to integrate. It's a win for the Tier 1 because the system cost is much lower and the complexity is much lower. And so their wins are our win. And so I think we're up to 4 or 5 wins there. So it really hit a sweet spot, and we're doing very well with this sensor. Yeah, that's another great question, and we are seeing the need to stack more applications on top of the same video stream. Car makers don't want to add more cameras because it adds cost and complexity. So they want to get more out of the camera that's already there for the driver monitoring systems. That's where RGB-IR technology comes in. And if you really look at the long range or the long outlook on things, Car makers want to enable reoccurring revenue models. So that is, they want people paying subscription fees for things like level 3 driving, Sentry mode, which is like a security camera for your car, driver monitoring, driver training. These are all services that they can offer for a monthly fee and continue to generate more revenue. Digital wallet is becoming more important. Well, to do a lot of these applications properly, you need a good color image. And so that's where RGB IR really comes in to save the day. So in one camera, you can get both color and IR imaging out of the one, using the same video stream, and then bleed that off to multiple different applications. This is where our VG1762 comes in. This is also known in the industry, nicknamed Robin. Many people have heard of it already. It's a 3.2 micron pixel, comes in 2.3 megapixel or a 1.6 megapixel flavor. And as you can see here, what we're showing here is RGB IR. So here are the color areas, and you can see the color areas, and it has high dynamic range. That's really key. So just like exterior to the vehicle, HDR is just absolutely required in every application. It's going to be the same thing for occupant monitoring as well too. You're going to have bright sunshine coming in, you're going to have hard shadows across people, you're going to have high contrast scenes, you're going to have headlights behind people's heads from the back window. So HDR is completely imperative. And so what we have here is the industry's first HDR RGB IR sensor that's automotive grade. So it's a lot of acronyms, but it's really a key milestone in the industry. So it gives you the HDR color image, but at the same time, it gives you the near infrared image that can be used for driver monitoring systems. And in fact, this sensor also set another milestone with some pixel isolators in there that prevent any pixel-to-pixel crosstalk, which gives it the industry's highest MTF. There's no sensor that comes close. Gives it the highest MTF, and the algorithm people doing the eye tracking, they want the MTF. So this has set a whole new standard. So we're winning a lot of business with this sensor as well too.